everyone, it's Parker here from testprepchampions.com. Just got back from the gym, got out of the shower. My hair's a little damp, so I got my hat on today. But I wanted to get on here and answer this question from David before I forget. So David requested me to answer this question, and he's asking, when is getting a high school equivalency GED a good decision? He basically wants to know, when is it a good decision to take the GED test? So first of all, I'm not sure if you've left high school already or not, but let me just start off by assuming, let's say that you have left high school. Okay, so if you already have dropped out of high school, any time is a good time to get the GED. So it's always a good decision in that case. So if you want to go back to college, then if you want to start college, you'll want to get the GED first, all right? And you can start at community college, but if you want to get a 4-year degree or go to a 4-year school, you'll want to take the GED, then either go right to a 4-year school or start at community college first. Either way is fine. You'll be able to get a better job. You'll have better job opportunities. And I know that because of many students I've worked with, but one student that I worked with, he wanted to get his CDL to become a truck driver. Not sure how that works. I just know that he had to get the GED done first. So I worked with him, and so he passed the GED, went on, became a truck driver. I've also known students who they took the GED test and they went to college and became nurses. I've also had a student, one of my first students that I worked with, he passed the GED, got into college for computer engineering. So there's a lot of ways that you can make a lot more money than you are without a GED. Okay, it might take college, but in order to go to college, you want to start with the GED, okay? So that's another case. Also, maybe you don't want to go back to college. That's fine. Maybe you just want to get a better job. So there's a lot of jobs out there where to apply, they want you to have a high school diploma or a GED minimum. So without that GED, certain jobs might disqualify you. So that's another valid reason. So that's another time when it would be a good decision to make more money or to go back to school. And also just for personal fulfillment, you know. Believe it or not, there's plenty of people out there that they go and take the GED test for no reason other than that they just want personal fulfillment. They never got their high school diploma. They left high school for whatever reason. And years later, sometimes even 20, 30 years down the line, they just want to go back and get their diploma. But they can't do that. They don't have the option. So they take the GED just to prove to themselves that they could do it. There was a woman, Evie Aves, I think is how you pronounce her last name. She was the oldest woman to ever get the GED, and I filmed a video about that. That was like the first video I ever made on this channel, but it's really inspirational. She was in an elderly care home. I can't remember offhand. I think she was in her 90s. She was like 97, I think, something like that, and she got her GED. So that's a case of someone just wants personal fulfillment, just wants more out of life, just wants that satisfaction. So that's another valid reason. So the GED is a good decision if you want to go on for college, get better jobs, or just you want the personal satisfaction. Okay. So now let me for a second, let's assume that, I'm not sure because you didn't mention if you're in high school or not, but let's say that you are in high school and you're on the fence, you want to know whether you should leave high school and get the GED or not. And I get questions like that a lot. It's really tough for me to answer, and ultimately it's up to you. You know, it's your life, you can do whatever you want, okay? There's, you know, what can you do? But most people that I've ever talked to that have dropped out of high school either did it because they had some other reason, right? They dropped out of high school and got the GED because maybe there was bullying going on from other students or from teachers. I've talked to plenty of people who have just had teachers who made them feel terrible too. It's not always their peers bullying them in some cases. Bullying, mental health is another big one. People with depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, other issues like that make it really hard for kids to finish high school. Another reason would be some people leave just for health reasons, like they're just keep getting physically sick and they miss so much high school that they're going to be in their early 20s by the time they graduate. They don't want to do it. They say screw it and they don't finish and they get the GED. Okay, so most people either that I've talked to, they left high school. It wasn't by choice, and they wish that they had finished high school, but they weren't able to. I've talked to plenty of people who just left high school for other reasons too. But everyone I've talked to has said that they regretted the decision. So, you know, at the end of the day, if you are in high school, don't think that the GED is just going to be so much easier than finishing high school. I usually tell people, try to finish high school, try to stick it out if you're in high school, try to finish it out if you can. But at the end of the day, hey, it's your life. You know, there's no judgment either way. No judgment for me, no judgment. Some people might say stuff that's not nice to you, but just ignore them. It's your life. Do whatever you want to do, man. High school's not for everybody. It's really not. Some people, they do better in other programs. So ultimately, it's up to you. But there's never really a bad time to get the GED. Okay, if you leave high school, any time is a good time. And if you are in high school, I recommend to try to stick it out. But hey, it's your life. So if you are going to leave high school, you made that decision, make sure you get the GED. Okay, it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. There'll be more opportunities for you. You'll feel more fulfilled. You'll feel more confident as a person. So hopefully this answers your question. If not, just let me know, and I'll expand on my answer or I'll address issues further. So thanks everybody for watching this. Thank you, David, for the question. And this is Parker from Test Prep Champions. I hope that I was able to give you some valuable insight here. Thanks again.